Hi, I'm Erik Niel. Welcome to Alexandria, and this is Beyond Borders. Welcome to Alexandria, Egypt. This ancient city was built over 2,000 years ago by the great conqueror, Alexander the Great. When he envisioned this city, he built it on a simple principle that is still eluding many modern societies as of today. Take a deep dive with me in time, and let's look at this ancient city and the principles that it was built on. From Alexander's perspective, Egypt was already an ancient land full of wonder and mystery. And it was here that he decided to build the city of Alexandria. And being the pupil of one of the great philosophers, Aristotle, he decided to build this land on knowledge. He wanted the city to be a beacon of knowledge that rippled through the whole world. And with that, he had his successor, Ptolemy I, commission the Great Library of Alexandria. First, must recall that at this point in history, there was no printing presses. Knowledge was written down on scrolls, and every scroll a unique copy. Librarians were sent to ships entering this harbor in search of books. If they found a book, they would make copies of it, and most of the time give the copies back to the owner, keeping the original copies for themselves. This was to enrich the great library full of mathematics, philosophy, humanities, art, poetry, and etc. The sole purpose of the library was to enrich the database full of human knowledge to make Alexandria one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. It was here great scholars' works like Aristophanes, who calculated the circumference of the earth, the great scientist and engineer Archimedes, who litter our current educational curriculum in the West. Western civilization has deep roots in Alexandria. Alexandria was known as one of the chief seats of knowledge of ancient times, with the great library and its daughter library, the Temple of Serapis, its crown jewels. The library was a treasure trove of documents from all over the known world, stretching from Greece to the distant land of India. It is not known how many documents were housed in the great library, but estimates range between 40,000 and 400,000 scrolls at its height, with the world's great scholars flocking to Alexandria and the enormous wealth of knowledge contained within its walls. If it wasn't for the extensive survey results contained within the library, its chief librarian, Aristophanes, may have never been able to accurately calculate the circumference of the Earth circa 240 BCE. To this day, it is unclear what happened to the great library, since no signs of the original library remains. Throughout the ages, its fate has sparked fierce debate. Some have blamed Julius Caesar, while others have pointed their fingers at the zealots of religion. Yet in truth, it's not even clear if the library was destroyed. What is clear, however, is that the symbol of the great library and its destruction has taken on a mythic status. Just a couple hundred years after its disappearance, the great Roman Empire would crumble and plunge Europe and much of the known world into what is known as the Dark Ages, an apocryphal symbol of knowledge lost. It would take 1,000 years for the period of rebirth known as the Renaissance to begin, ushering in the printing press, a revolution in art, and the Age of Enlightenment, an age that laid its foundation of the symbol of the great library. If our modern society is built from Egypt, then we are connected to this land and to the people. These people are our brothers and sisters, for they are the current stewards of the epicenter of knowledge that has defined us. The current climate in a global political perspective is worrisome of another conscious dimming. Like the Library of Alexandria, containing knowledge from multiple lands, people, and experiences, its diversity is its strength. I encourage all people to ponder the link to Alexandria and the impact it may have on their lives directly or indirectly. Let's conquer all issues we face globally, and remember, we are all connected. Our strength is our diversity, and our guiding principle is the pursuit of knowledge.